Hey everyone. Okay, so for tonight's homework, you had to do a cut and paste, and you were looking for the numerical expressions, and we were going to simplify them. So we were looking to see and group those that go together. Now remember that we are looking at GEMDAS. G is for the grouping. So we have parentheses and we have our brackets. Then remember the exponents we don't do in elementary school. Then you're going to look for those that have a multiplication or division or both. So you'll solve those first and then adding and subtracting. Now what I want you to do is on a separate sheet of paper, or you can turn your paper over, I want you to draw out a triangle. Now the first thing that you're going to do, put the G for parentheses for your grouping symbols. That goes first. The next one is going to be multiply or divide. So multiply, divide, and the next one is add, subtract. Now you're going to bring down all of your answers, and you're going left to right. And again, the grouping symbols go first. Now we talked about in class that in the parentheses, what is the root word that you find in parentheses? That's right, you find the word parent. And you always put your parent first. So that you're going to look for anything that has parentheses, no matter what the operation. As long as it's in the parentheses, whether it has the brackets or without the brackets, that's what you're going to do first. Alright, so let's take a look at what we're doing over here. This is what I had. Now, my next problem is 22 minus 2 times 8 minus 16 divided by 4. Now, I have to look at what could I group in here first, because I have to multiply or divide, right? So I can put parentheses around this one. So what is 22 minus 2 times 8? That's absolutely right. It's 16. I'm going to need to look for it. Now look at this. It's 16. Now I have to look for minus 16 divided by 4. And I have it. That one is right below. So I didn't have to go far for that. So I'm going to glue that one, cut that one out, and glue. I forgot to get ready for my scissors. So this one here I can actually keep together, because it just so happened that's right there. And I'm going to glue that in there. So I'm going to get my stick glue. Some of you took my scissors home, so don't forget to bring those back tomorrow. And you borrowed my glue stick, which I have no problem with. Just remember to bring that back tomorrow as well, so we can put that back into our group basket. All right. So now, what is the next operation we're going to do that you see? And remember, I'm going to reference back over here that we have our, what group can you make? Because I have multiplying or dividing is still there. Can I have anything here? Yes. So I have this one, 16 divided by 4. So we have to look for the problem that will have 22 minus 16. And what is 16 divided by 4? It's absolutely right. It's 4. So I'm going to look over here. Do you see where it has 22 minus 16 minus 4? So that's not it, and it's right here. So I'm going to cut out this one here. So it's the third one down, and I should have cut columns. Kids that were out testing, so I gave them mine, and so I'm having to play a little bit of catch up here. Alright, so do you see how we're bringing everything down? We started off with this group here. So it's 22 minus 2 times 8, and that's 16. So I'm bringing down everything. Okay, and then the next, now it's getting smaller. Remember we were talking about this triangle? I want you to look at what's going to happen. And we flip it over, we start with the numerical expression, and then we start to simplify step by step, and then we come out to the point where it'll have one answer. Okay? And that's kind of what we're doing here, the triangle, and you'll see. So now, we start from, and we talked about, you're bringing down and go left to right. What is 22 minus 16? Yep, that's right. It's 6. Do you find something that has a 6 and then this is left over? So 22 minus 16 is 6. Do you find a 6 minus 4? So I don't see anything here. I don't find anything there. If you find yours, get that. I don't see anything there. Oh, I have mine over here. And again, I didn't cut my columns like I was supposed to. So I found my 6 minus 4. And while I'm at it, what is 6 minus 4? It's 2, so go ahead and get your 2 out. Do you see how we're getting smaller and now to the end? Now, if I were to outline this, do we now have our upside down triangle? And there you go. And you're getting smaller, coming straight down. All right, now let's go to the next problem. Okay, let's get this sheet out here. And we're going to go to the next square. Yours is purple. I had to do white, so don't worry about that. And some of you on the first period have the white as well. So I have 8 times 4 plus 22 minus 2. Now, what did we say? Parents are first. Parentheses are first. So we have to do what's in the parentheses, and it kind of looks confusing because you're like, wait a minute, there's multiplication. But what does it say comes first? First are grouping symbols. So the parents are always first. They're going to be very mad at you if you don't put them first. So what is 22 minus 2? You're absolutely right. That's going to be 20. So do you find the problem that has 8 times 4 plus 20? And it's right here. 8 times 4 plus 22 minus 2 equals 20. So I'm going to cut both those out. So I have to... So go ahead and cut your pieces out, and I will cut my pieces out. And so I'm placing those here. So do you guys get the gist of what we're doing? All right, so we're going to finish up this last one, and I want you to work on it on your own, and then we will go over the last 3 tomorrow. So this is after we finish this one here. Again, you are forming an upside-down triangle because the goal is to make it smaller and smaller, but you're bringing it down and going across. All right, now what's the priority? We have our groupings. And then from our groupings, anything, we've already finished that. Now it's multiply or divide. And so where's our multiplication? So I have a surprise guest here. And if you can tell me who my surprise guest is tomorrow, you can get a treat. So it's Zoe that's joined me today. And if you can tell me Zoe was here this evening, sitting in, say hi, Zoe. All right, so tell me that she was here with us. And come in for your surprise. So 8 times 4 is... So we have 8 groups of 4. So it'll be 32, because 8 times 2 is 16. double your 16, and that's 32. Do you find one that has 32 plus 20? And we have this one right here. So we're going to go ahead and cut this one out and glue that in. And now, what is our final answer? What would be 32 plus 20? 52. So did y'all find your answer, 52? I'm looking for my answer. Oh, there we go. Mine's over here. So the answer is 52. So now, is this exercise helping you guys understand the process of simplifying numerical expressions? Now, look at this. I'm going to have my upside down triangle. And there's my upside down triangle. Did I have my triangle here where I start small and then expand it where I'm doing my groups, and then I do multiply or divide, and then adding and subtracting, bring it down, then you're going left to right, and then when you flip it over, you're solving your problem where you have your one answer? Is that what we just did here? Dun, da, da, da. Okay, guys, you're on your own for the rest of for the other three. If you're having any questions, message me, send me a message down below, and I will get back to you. And on that happy note, have a great evening. And mention Zoe, and you get a treat. All right, say bye.
Bye.
Bye.